There's a tough start to 2011 for West Bromwich Albion, who ended the old year with 3 consecutive defeats, but they should draw heart from their draw at Old Trafford in October when they came back from 2 goals down, and also from the more recent example of nearby Birmingham City, whose final goal of last year was also a kick-in for Manchester United. Teams for you, it could well be a busy start to the new year for the West Brom captain Scott Carson. Stephen Reid and Pablo Ibanez come into the defence because of suspensions to Hara and Tamash, and there's a third change in the back four with Marek Cech preferred to Nicky Shorey. Chris Brunt, who was banned from the Blackburn game, also returns. He replaces Somin Choi, which means Jerome Thomas, who stood in for Brunt against Blackburn. New year with 4 changes. In goal, Thomas Kuszczak comes in to face his old club. And Gary Neville re-emerges at right back, his 400th Premier League game. He's had to wait a while for it. Darren Fletcher has recovered from illness and he's back in midfield, but Ryan Giggs is now under the weather, so there's a Premier League start for Gabriel Oberton, his first in an away game. Wayne Rooney still struggling to find his real touch. Well, take the statistics too seriously, it's probably what we should.
Good football, lovely little build-up play there. Now you see Wayne Rooney, top end of the pitch.
Paul Sharner started really strongly against Newcastle here and gave Andy Carroll quite a lot to think about in the early minutes of the game. League games, Oberton, really far post, held up by Reid, teased in by Evra, and Rooney gets his head to it and he finds the bottom corner, and it's taken just 2 minutes and Wayne Rooney scores for Manchester United from open play with a header.
Well, can't you just sense a relief from that young man? What a weight, I think, has just been lifted off his shoulders. Doesn't matter how it comes, it's a total.
The 10 assists recorded this season, and in comes Thomas, who scored against Blackburn with a cross from the other side, sensing the opportunity to come in from the left.
Pretty relieved Gary Neville, I'm going to suggest here. He kind of waits and waits and waits, and he almost paid for it. Because Jerome Thomas, had he had a better touch on that.
Thomas coming infield, allowing the left-back Cech to go forward, but he's going to be caught out of position. If Rooney can stay on his feet, he is caught out of position. Here's Fletcher. Rooney bursting to get into the box, but it's not the best delivery.
Not like him. Not like him at all. Good play from Wayne. He gets fouled. He would have gotten the free kick though, but he was very quick and eager to get up and play Darren Fletcher in. But
Berbatov's in the clear. Rooney again racing to get into the middle.
It's a lovely open game. I think that's what we expected.
The early goal. Morrison, that's a brilliant equaliser.
Sails.
He's just taken the wind out of Thomas Kuszczak's sails and Manchester United sails.
Well, it's one of them that deserves what a hit, son, because this was a strike. I mean, it's a long header, but James Morrison, well, I think goes into the realms of how much contact do you consider a penalty.
This is Brandt!
What an effort.
And you raise the voice when he shoots because you know he's got the talent.
What an effort.
To burst the net, really.
Well, Graham Dorrans will want that. This is a wonderful ball over the top. This is a Brunt shot. It's a wonderful effort, this. Just opens up onto his left foot.
Vidic, here's Anderson. Now Oberton. Berbatov's unmarked, Rooney's offside.
You just think there's something going to happen in this game every time the team goes forward.
We're delighted to say.
Absolutely, it's been a fantastic start to the year. Just
2 added minutes. Odin Wingy.
What a chance again. How has he walked in? I told you, Martin, it doesn't matter how many men you put in there.
Right.
You can
They've got 3 in there now.
5, 6.
Yeah.
Put as many as you like. But if you switch off like this, look at the gap between Gary Neville and his centre-back. Absolutely massive. You've seen that right above his head there. That goodness. Are you going to edge behind the wall?
So there is something for Brunt to aim at. Well, it's deflected. Kuszczak getting across has to look and wonder. No chance of getting back. It's a corner. It could have been worse.
In fact, one of his worst, I would hasten to add.
Half-time. Wayne Rooney with the first Premier League goal of Inspect.
Let's go back. Andy Gray and Martin Tyler.
Thank you, Richard. Well, Manchester United now.
But it's 1-0 yet, and that.
This is Thomas.
Brunt. Well, sometimes in a match, you're playing against a really good side. You see signs where they might be vulnerable, and this might be an opportunity. I think the time is now. Near post. Now they're all going to spin away.
And it's Sharna's job to do that. Just that sort of chance.
Clever. Clever. Everyone stood at the near post. Everyone, watch him. There you go. It's crowd scene, near post. Sharna spin.
They're giving him an angle down the outside. In towards Anderson. This is Darren Fletcher. And the verdict of it's offside.
Yeah, got to be offside. Certainly looked at from here. We're not in line, but and that's always your worry. Whatever you do well and how much of the game you're having, United can do this. Just put something to
Thomas. Rodin Wingy arriving at pace in the middle. Down goes Thomas.
Must give a penalty.
He has given a penalty.
I knew it was a penalty, and I don't know if it was. I'm going to tell you now, I don't know if it was, but that's a penalty. Big moment then in the game, you feel.
And he's missed it. A big moment that has gone for West Bromwich. His hands to his head. It was an awful penalty. Here's Rooney. He's got himself a free kick, but West Brom's defensive problem. Rooney with the corner. Hernandez! Manchester United lead again.
Told one Man United written all over it this game.
They conceded 2, and it's a weakness again. The willing Fletcher. And Rooney!
Yeah, just couldn't dig it out. A little bit behind them as well. Yeah, like this, about a yard in front of him. He carries it well. I said, you know what Fletcher's doing, he knows what is required, but he can.
And there's a lunge on Hernandez by Sharna.
Games they should have won.
Well, they were cut open then.
A wrong foot. I don't know what he's trying to do with his right foot here. Just. They work the ball really well. I mean, it's a fabulous little 1-2, but I've no idea why he's trying to play that with it.
And Rooney's away, stayed on his feet.
Just got a bit booked, I think.
Brunt just back for West Bromwich Albion. Morrison. Away by Fletcher. He's there again. Oh, that was an imaginative try from the player who scored so spectacularly in the tick. A win for Alec Ferguson. United start 2011 with their 11th